What's up, guys? Welcome back to Disc Golf Weekly, and this week I'm going to be doing a video of what I think is the biggest problem in course designs. So for the video, you guys don't have to watch it. It's just me playing probably the most average round of my life. Really wasn't playing all that well on a fairly easy course. But what I want to talk about with you guys is what, in my opinion, is the biggest flaw in course design. And that is going to be the rough on the sides of the fairways. I chose this course specifically for this topic because it's not the most challenging course, it's not the most beautiful looking course, but in the summer it's completely unplayable. And that's because the rough is so rough. Like right now you can see on hole 2, even now in the winter when everything is dead, it's still very tall. It's probably elbow, sometimes shoulder height in some spots. And you'll see with where my drive lands, you almost can't see me where I'm putting. And that's maybe a 35-40 foot putt from there. And now I don't want this to come across as me complaining about courses being too hard or something like that, because I love challenging courses. I would much rather play a course that's just going to beat me up and eat me alive instead of a course that's wide open and it's just 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and you finish 15, 16 under. I would much rather play a course that's going to chew you up and spit you out, and you're going to finish 6 or 7 over par. But the problem with courses like this that I see, which for me they're pretty common around where I live, and the biggest problem with them is not only losing discs, but it doesn't add to the challenge of the course. It doesn't add to the challenge of the hole. All it really does is add to the frustration level of you playing, where you throw and then you're gonna, if you don't land perfectly in the fairway, like this course that you're seeing right now, the fairways are maybe 20, 25 feet wide in some spots, in most spots. And now for someone like me who's been playing for a while, that's usually not too big of an issue. But for someone who's brand new, and that's kind of what this course at least was put here for, it's right in the middle of a neighborhood, and it was put there to help get new players into the game. And a course like this, people are going to come, they're going to play it once, and they're going to be frustrated because they showed up with 2 discs, they lost one somewhere on the course, and they were looking for their other disc, 10, 15 minutes at a time because the rough is so rough. Not only the fact that it's going to discourage new people from playing, or it's going to, new people are going to come, they're going to play a course like this once, and then they're not going to want to play it again, they're not going to have any fun doing it. I don't like the fact that, it like I said before, it doesn't make the hole any more difficult, it just makes it more frustrating. If you want to add difficulty factor to a course, plant some trees, move the baskets around, elevate the basket, elevate the tee, something like that. But when you just narrow the fairways and then make the rough even rougher, or you just don't trim it at all like this, where I'm 6 feet tall, and there's some spots where the rough is over my head. That doesn't help the course. That doesn't help challenge the players. All it does is it makes people throw layup shots because they don't want to risk losing their disc. And in my opinion, at least, that's not what we want our new players to experience. We don't want them to come to a course and just have to throw 10-foot shots. Everyone, when they first start off, they want to throw as far as they can, and they want to throw it as hard as they can. Obviously, we all know that's not really what's going to help you long term, but most people, when they first come out the first time, they just want to throw far. And a course like this, where you're not very accurate because you just started playing, and you just want to throw it far, so you're going to be throwing stuff hard, you're just going to be losing discs left and right. And I know when I first started, I always played the easier courses because I didn't want to play something like this. I didn't want to lose discs. I only had 1 disc for, I think, like the first year or 2 that I was playing. I only had 1 disc, so if I lost that, I probably never would have played again because I wouldn't want to spend, the extra $10, $15, $20 to get a new disc just so I could lose that one too. And now, like I said before, I'm all for challenging courses, but this isn't the way to do it. There's a course near me in Illinois. It's in Batavia, Illinois. It's called West Main Park, I think. And that course, in my opinion, could be one of the best in the state, or at least in the area. But like this course that you guys are seeing right now, the fairways are ridiculous. You know, you're going to be looking for 10 or 15 minutes minimum for your disc. But that course has the potential to be a very, very nice course. They just let the stuff grow, and they have really narrow fairways. And as a result of that, there's no one playing that course. That could easily be a course where they could charge, $2 or $3 a round, and if they cleaned it up, people would still go. I know I would still go. But the way it is right now, people aren't even willing to go there when it's free. And that's a course that could be a top level, best in the area, course. And if there's a course like that, where people like myself or you guys that are watching this who have been playing for a while and you're pretty experienced and you know what you're doing, and you're not coming to that course when it's free, how can we expect our new players to want to come to a course like this where it's just as bad, where the holes are, the rough is just ridiculously hard to find your disc in. This course that I'm playing on in the video, for example, more than half of the holes are blind shots, so you don't even know where the basket is, which is a whole nother story for a whole nother video. But that's really my thoughts on the topic. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. What do you think? Are you for having the really narrow fairways with the extra rough on the side like that? Or are you like me, where you think, if you want to make it difficult, plant trees, plant bushes, stuff like that, but make it fair to the player? Thank you all for watching. Go get out and throw.